Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. This time, I've got a, simple gimmick going on here. We're going for the coin reuse team. Just a team of all the IDs, or at least most of the IDs, who have certain skills that gain more coins in certain situations, right? And that's pretty much all there is to it. What do we want to start out with here? What's good for us? I kind of should have thought it through, like, what exactly we need. We kind of definitely want some bleed stuff because we have both the ring IDs. Or anything that can get us just more status effects onto enemies in general, I guess, would be good for that. So, bit of an odd choice. That doesn't work because enemies need to burn. We can just go for Faith and Erosion so we can get Talisman Bundle, I guess. I guess that does work out for what we're going for. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so there's 7 Sinners that have IDs that can gain more coins. Multiple of the Sinners have multiple IDs that do the same thing. So I kind of just chose based on, what I figured would fit the best. So we've got these ones. And we've also started with Slash Yuga, so we start with Resolution so that we can get you below half HP. Ishmael's going to be the star of the show here because, obviously, she's got Flashing Strike, which gets a bunch of reuse at below half HP with Resolution. It's pretty easy. And she also has Wing Beat. But yeah, then of course, your skill 2, your skill 1, your skill 2, your skill 1 in Ego form, and your skill 2. And then your skill 3 also has coin reuse, but only if you're below half HP, and you can't use like Resolution or anything like that, so it's not going to happen very frequently. But yeah, that's the basic gist of things. Obviously, there was other IDs I could have used, most notably something like, Star Sang or Ting Ting Honglu. And there's probably other choices I could have made that are just slipping my mind at the moment. But yeah, we're gonna try giving the respective IDs more skill 2s and stuff. Because isn't anything like... Lantern Dawn is the only ID that gets like a coin reuse for skill 3, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, it's also the hardest like conditional of all like the coin reuse skills, so it's unlikely to happen too frequently. But that's fine. But yeah, so we're gonna try getting stuff that can help us out a bunch. We want something for a little bit of charge so that Rhodions can choose their user skill 2 a little easier. We want a bunch of random debuffs that we can inflict so that we can trigger the ring units more frequently. We want to upgrade resolution so you're actually below half HP. Stuff like that, right? Sanity for Philip Sinclair. And, I mean, DHE Hongvi doesn't really need anything to help him out. He's just kind of goated as is. Speaking of DHE, though, the trailer for the upcoming week's banner. We're getting a solo DHE alongside a VAV Ego. We're getting DHE Murso alongside, what is it? Contempt Awe for Ryoshu, which is the Spiral of Contempt Ego. Which is really interesting. The Murso DHE is the director, which actually does have some pretty notable implications, simply because that means the one person we see with the Rhodion in, like, multiple DHE sprite works isn't the section director, and likely is just, like, a higher-up of DHE as a whole. Because that was kind of like one of the first guesses for that person, is she in this one, or is she in... I think she's probably in... Yeah, she's probably in, Yi-Songs, but... Like, the one, like, long brown-haired girl that's just in both Rhodion's artwork, and I think one of Yi-Songs, something like that. It might be pre-op to Yi or Honglu, right? I don't know. But I think she's probably someone important to Rhodion in general, which I think is what I guessed already. Someone from Crime Punishment who's, like, a higher-up, like, beyond just Section 4 director in DHE. That's interesting. Also, DHE Murso means we're probably getting another singing unit, hopefully another good singing unit, right? So we'll have to see. Potentially will be the unit that kind of like pushes, I guess, Butler Faust off of teams? Maybe? I think it depends on the person, right? Depends on what your singing team looks like. The Butler Faust or DHE Honglu, which of the two you use, depending on, how you are. I usually use DHE Honglu, but I think Butler Faust is kind of better for singing stuff. Which is really interesting, because that means, like, next up to the chopping block might genuinely be Mole or Ishmael for sinking teams, right? Just thinking about it, because, like, she's got a really good skill 3, but her other stuff isn't insane for sinking. Although she's got a good evade, she's good for clashing, but she's super skill 3 reliant for sinking. I guess none of her egos particularly help out sinking. So, like, she might be, like, the one closest to falling off for sinking here. Because obviously you need Butler Otis for the sake of Echoes of Manor. That's huge for sinking. Spice Bush obviously stupidly good for sinking Deluge. DHE Rodion is pretty nice for singing, but Rhyme Shank is the main thing. Lyndon Gregor, I guess, is just also kind of decent for singing in general, but he's a lot better for count because his skill 2 is really good for count. I don't know. We'll have to see. I guess Earl Kling's probably like a couple more weeks away then. Another thing I noticed about DHE Merso is the fact his skill 1 seems to be 2 coins, skill 2, 2 coins, skill 3, 3, maybe 2 coins, but only 3 coins. So not too many coins for a DHE ID, probably because, you know, regret, but I'm curious what his gimmick is going to be. He's a fist, so he's going to be on the tankier side of things. And he's obviously going to be like discard sinking stuff like the rest of it, but I wonder what's going to set him apart. There's definitely a lot of ways they could do it, and I'm curious to see what they go for. But that's all I have to say about him. And then we get Contempt off for Ryoshu. Ryoshu's first VOV, this means that she's pretty likely to be the first to get an Aleph. That won't be until, like, early next year, I think. Early, maybe, I guess late next year, more fitting. Not late, but like mid next year. Sometime early-ish mid next year. You know what I mean. Yeah, that's very interesting, that's for sure. Let's get the Gloom Resins, why not? It's probably going to be like a 3-4 coin VOV, if I had to guess. Potentially Bleed. Maybe not, though. Might just be a super good damage dealer in general. That's how a lot of Ryoshu's egos are. Ryoshu's egos are mostly just really good damage. And if there is, like, a level of, like, utility to them, it's usually just utility for more damage, you know, like Slash Fragility, or just, like, straight-up Fragility. Stuff like that. That's usually how Ryoshu egos are. Any Ryoshu ego that isn't just for damage, like, you know, Soda Ryoshu is forgotten to time. If you can upgrade this, let's just upgrade it again. Just for safety, but now Ishmael's gonna be doing better, so that's cool. Snake Inquisitors, that's fine. Yeah, it's cool to be getting a Spiral Contempt ego. We'll have to see what the gimmick is gonna be. I feel like it could be like Sign of Roses E, I guess. You know, something like the entire bit being, oh yeah, you can, what am I saying? Oh yeah, you can change what its effect it is based on, like, the status effect, the highest status effect in the enemy. You inflict, like, that sort of, like, fragility, right? Something like that. Like, if the enemy's highest status effect is burn, it's like, Wrath Fragility. I don't know. It could make sense looking at Spiral of Contempt itself. Spiral of Contempt is weird. It actually, chances are there's going to be a unique status effect for the ego. I feel like that would make sense. Potentially. I don't know. This is actually a pretty funny boss to wing beat, potentially. Let's try it, right? See how that goes. It could go well. Oh, we want to discard faster, yeah. That didn't even win that clash. How rude. Actually, you should be clashing that random guy, shouldn't you? Yeah, probably. Okay, this looks good. Do some good damage. Okay, you know, random coin reuse shenanigans here and there. Only here and there, though, because we're not only going for those ones. And we're trying a little bit of wing beats. See how this goes. See if we can get a bunch of uses out of this. Okay, 3 coins, so we got 1 additional coin. That's something. It's a funny ego. Still feels like one I haven't used much at all. That's happy sometimes. Sunset Blade. Did we... Oh, we did it the other way. Okay, cool. Alright, so now you are ready to get clobbered. Cool. Try a little bit of that, sure. Flashing Strike, Hematic Coloring, Blazing Strike, yeah. Do a lot of damage to the top guy, just get him out of the way. And then next turn we'll focus on killing the other guy. Standard stuff, I think. I guess it is nice that Resolution is giving a slight benefit to Honglu and Sinclair. Since if you have at least 2 slash skills, you get a little bit more of a benefit. You get a little benefit even if you aren't, making use of the actual she part of the passive. I don't think I realized there was, like a unique little animation that played when you triggered the passive. Or I've really, like, used wing beats so little. Yeah, unit isn't at max HP, heal more HP whenever you deal damage. I didn't realize there's a little animation for that, though. Have I really just not used... Yeah, this is the proof that I've really, like, barely used this ego. Oh well, it happens. Let's do this. Get some Sandy back for you too, maybe. Right. Mainly for Sinclair. Like a little bit for you two. Hopefully you don't stagger. You stagger. Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised. That's fine. We still got heads on the Blazer, so that's good. But it means our sanity's going to be not great going to the next floor. But that's fine. It happens. Every compression gets its 4 coins and gets the kill. Cool. Good stuff. Let me get Talisman. Not Talisman Bundle. No, it is Talisman Bundle, yeah. Which is good for us. Because that means we'll just have Rupture on most enemies most of the time. Oh, Perversion, speaking of. Contempt Awe. We just got Rupture, so we don't really need Sanity Battery. Plenty skill, inflict maggots. Actually, that works for debuffs, doesn't it? Let's take the maggots. Why not? We've got some gluttony and stuff a little bit on this team, right? Not like to an insane degree. Sure, we'll take another vibration compression. Predator's Eyes, a gain chart. Okay, yeah, so that'll work well for you. A Minute of Nightmare for more sinking. We've actually got someone to sing on the team, so it's not super necessary, but like that makes it a lot easier. Nebulizer, sure. Wrist guards, sure. And do we take that? Actually, we probably should. We don't need resources. Let's sell Perversion. And let's grab Logic Circuits, and now we've got some random burn stuff, too. Because why not? Sounds funny. More bleed, sure thing. And you gift like this one is fairly nice for a coin reuse team. Because it only works for single coin skills. However, we've got 2 single coin skills that hit a bunch of times. Because we have both Yisong's skill 2 and Honglu's skill 1. Also, I guess if we can get commemorative coin, that would be really nice too. Guess we'll see. I feel like I don't see commemorative coin very frequently anymore. I don't know why, but like, I feel like I see it so infrequently. It might just be me though, I don't know. Sure, roll with that. Looks good. Because we don't have a lot of debuffs on them, so maybe we shouldn't be going for our stuff that requires debuffs to make decent function, but that's fine. Stigmatize should get your sanity up decently, that's better. It wasn't great because you lost a bunch of sanity at the end of the previous fight, but that's how it goes sometimes. Cool, good stuff.
잘 들어. 아픈 거 생각하지 말고 저 새끼 죽은 다음만 생각해.
That should work.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
They probably die. I mean, it's Kanto 1 enemies. They're all gonna die. That shouldn't come as any sort of surprise, I don't think.
올바른 방법으로 개체에게 일격을 가했군요. 이것이 바로 정보의
Shouldn't
힘입니다.
at least, right? Yeah. Also, a funny thing I realized for the next banner, I've got like 350 Merso shards right now. There's no 2-stars, so like, there's not really a reason for me to pull anyways, so I can just shard them super easily, but like, I've already got so many Merso shards, it's gonna be super free
누구도 볼 수 없게.
to shard him. I don't think I've got a stupid amount of Ryoshu shards. The reason I have so many Merso shards, I think, is because I pulled a bunch on that very first week banner. The one that had, you know, Rabbit Merso. Simply because I didn't have enough boxes to shard Otis. Sorry, just woke up. Yeah, so that's a little silly.
지금이야말로 꿈밤을 보여줄
이
시간이네.
싸움을 끝내주겠어.
Okay,
지난번처럼
potentially get some
제대로
reuse going there, assuming you win your clash.
소원을 취할 수 있게 해주자고. 그 누구도
Assuming,
볼 수 없게.
indeed. And assuming you get heads, you do? Cool.
나갈 수
It,
없어.
Philip Sinclair's, like, skill 1 reuse is a super strange one. It makes sense, that's for sure. Because, you know, he loves high sanity, so, you know, of course it would only work on heads. But, you know, a unit that often has neutral-ish sanity, requiring heads to get a... I mean, it's not required for the skill 1 to be used at all, I guess. It's like a little benefit. Doesn't affect clashes or anything, so yeah. We'll take Sticky Muck, more defense level down stuff on Pierce skills. We've got a couple Pierce skills. And we've got a couple Pierce skills that hit a lot of times, so...
그런가요? 손쉽죠.
Wait, does Otis really have the only Gluttony skill in his entire team, huh? Oh. Okay, I think going for maggots might not... We've got Wing Beat, though. Wing Beat also inflicts some maggots. Okay. It's not like a completely worthless, you know, plan then, maybe. So I only went for this floor so I could grab the contained maggots. Because then, you know, that is a debuff that we might be able to stack for the sake of the ring units.
침묵을 안겨드리죠.
So that's something. You've egoed up. Excellent. Excellent job, Mr. Freeman. Or whatever they say. God, something else that's been bothering me a lot about the new Ryoshu ego, and it's something I don't think I've really realized before now, but like, why does Ryoshu in particular get so many egos and IDs with like odd hair? Because for most of the Sinners, like, I noticed PM doesn't really like to touch Sinner's hair much at all. There's some exceptions, there's some egos and stuff where it changes notably, with one of the notable ones being Red Eyes Open, allowing Ryoshu to have just long hair. And, Contempt Awe also is giving Ryoshu long hair once again. Fairly different from her normal hair. And then there's also, like, the Nelly ID, the Butler Ryoshu, right? That one's got weird hair and, like, the pre-update art and stuff, and just seems super strange. When most Sinners don't really get that big of a hair change very frequently. There's obvious, like, exceptions, like, you know, Yusung's got a ponytail in this one. But, like, Ryoshu's is, like, super different in several occasions. And I don't know how, like, much interest that warrants, but it's something I was thinking about, right? Probably something like that. Okay, cool. Might be able to kill them all immediately. We'll see. Nice. We love that expend knowledge. We love that fierce charge. Alright. Cool. So we don't kill them all immediately, but that's fine. This is partially resisted, but it might still kill it simply because it's a 4-coin attack. It's, you know, rolling at 21. Okay. This is unfortunate, but that's fine. You're not going to get to actually use that, so that doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, I didn't clash. Oh, I meant to clash with that. Okay. Silly me. It's fine. Let's wing beat you. Why not? Which arm? This one. Cool. You can take down one of these guys. You can go for this one. You can Sunset Blade one of these guys, maybe hit a bunch of people, that sort of thing. Okay, this looks good. See how this goes. We're clashing everything, so that should be nice. Expend Knowledge once again does just kill these guys, you know, these Wrath-weak fools. Yeah, we're just getting just a single attack is inflicting so many debuffs that, like, we can target an enemy without a single debuff and they're still gonna have enough to be hit by every single coin there. God. Okay, wing beats this arm. Okay, that's fine. Tails on the first is fine. It means less damage, but it's not the biggest deal. Okay, Tails on the second is pretty bad though, yeah. So that one's a little painful. Okay, we can offer Clay Doll at least. And we just kinda gotta hit you a bunch. It's not too hard. Well, Blazing Strike just for the SP, yeah. Might as well. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. I don't really think you'd stagger there, but I guess it makes enough sense. I don't think you did on Manifest. Yeah, I know that makes sense. Okay. That's fine. You just gotta do your best then. Pull out something like this maybe. Who's getting hit? You'll be fine. You'll get better. Okay. Sunset Blade, get a little bit of sanity, so that's good. Do get a kill, not that it helps your sanity particularly, but it's, you know, it's damage. Nice. God. Otis's skill 3 still is so weird to me. Because, like, why does she do, like, the weird hand paint thing when it doesn't really seem to have an impact on the skill itself, right? I guess she's doing, like, random status effects with skill 3, but I feel like that she should have, like, mark or at least, like, Wrath Fragility or some sort of fragility or something with that. It's so weird. We get our maggots. You know, we love our maggots. Oh, we don't really need /EO gifts, so we'll just take some cost. What else do we want to? Oh, there's commemorative coin. You know what? Let's go for it. Why not? We can deal with Cromer a little bit for the sake of getting, you know, a nice commemorative coin. Small price to pay, I think. Anything we really want to enhance here? I mean, that's nice. Yeah. And we got refunded, so that's cool. This doesn't really need to be... Sure, why not? That's probably good enough. I don't really think we need to do that much on this floor. And we'll just send bottom path full through. Cool. And we get commemorative coin from this floor, which is really nice for quite a few things. Because it's really nice for both your skill 2 and your skill 1. So those are, you know, two of the skills we're trying to focus on here. Oh, and this is good for bleed. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade it for a while. But, you know, it's a thought that counts. It's still, like, some bleed, right? With our actual bleed stuff, but there's no count and it doesn't work with Wrath stuff. Working with Wrath stuff would be really nice because it would mean that you two would have a little bit of bleed, especially you. With your, you know, skill 1 spam. But that's fine.
동랑님 지시로 응원용 파일을 사오긴 했지만 여건상 드시기 힘드시기에 제가 대신해서 먹어드리겠습니다.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks to having Portal Battle Target at plus, your skill 2 is always going to be usable, I think, no matter the circumstances, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, okay. So that means we no longer need to think about Rodion when getting preparation stuff. We don't need anything else for charge, because it's every turn she's just going to gain 3 charge. Right? Yeah. She just spent it and then got it back there immediately. So that's pretty cool. Really nice for us. And we've already given her additional vibration compression, so you know, that's pretty cool. Okay, thematic coloring the 7 HP guy. Fair enough, I guess.
그러니까 이젠 광을 내볼 차례겠지?
We get an event. It's you, Blunt. We've got some Blunt. Because we've got, like, your skill 3. Your skill 3, your skill 1 and 3. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, it's something, right?
손쉽죠.
Can't say it's not something. As much as you probably would want to, right? That's fine. Okay, nice. Stigmatize to get to max sanity. Good stuff. God, because we've Nixie Diver. I didn't even think about it. We've known Nixie Diver, so now the enemies are always going to have Tremor, too. Basically, so... God. So many debuffs already. We don't need to worry about the ring guys at all at this point, I don't think. Really just need to find a way to get Sinclair more sanity, so he's more manageable. I mean, I guess go like Faith would be nice. There's really not a lot of EU gifts that increase sanity stuff beyond that. Huh. More skill 3s could be nice, I guess, you know, getting stigmatized in more frequently, clashing with it to get a bunch of sanity. That's an idea. Yeah, good job, Sinclair. Kill this guy, nice. And yeah. Sinclair loves losing sanity. I mean, I think he's at a decent pace to be able to potentially manifest sanity immediately against Cromer. But he's also probably at a decent pace to lose ego before we defeat Cromer, right? Think so. Okay, cool. Sure, cool. Get the maggots infliction going. We love maggots. Okay, this will do a lot of damage because you're weak to blunt. It'll spend a bunch of our charge, but we'll just get it back, so it doesn't matter. 18 HP, so that one's gonna die to something random next turn, most likely. That's pretty cool. And then we do something like this. Cool. Sinclair is clashing. He does manifest ego next turn. And we might kill all the enemies this turn. So if so, that means next turn will be the start of the Cromer fight. We don't quite kill them all this turn. Okay, that's fine. It's just that one left, though. So, you know, let's just let you do the honors. Sure. Boink. Cool. Gain some sanity. You're at 35 now, though. Yeah. Wasn't enough. Okay. That's fine. You don't need to manifest immediately against Cromer, I don't think. We'll have to see if you can clash against her decently, right? But it's not, you know, guaranteed.
돈
Well,
벌러
let's send
가자.
it. She should go down pretty easily. We've got a lot of really strong attacks and stuff, right?
자자, 대열 정비하고 식기들은 윤이 날 정도로 잘 갈렸는지 다시 확인하고 복장은 구김 없는지 체크하고 이제
So where are you?
대청소를
Here?
시작해볼까?
We'll try that. I'm just actively not even trying to use my strong skills for the most part this turn. I don't think it's super necessary, right? Expend knowledge. Only 2 coin because we discard the skill 2 there, but it's still decent. Like, we don't really need to pop our super strong stuff immediately, right? Also, we're stacking a bunch of bleed, even without, like, having Wound Declared upgraded or anything. Nice. And cool, you manifest ego next turn. Good stuff. And this should stagger. Okay, that dodge is annoying. But it's not the biggest deal. We just kill you here to spam our weakest attacks on basically everyone.
마지막까지 써 있는 놈이
And that should
이기거라니까.
work.
잘 들어. 아픈 거 생각하지 말고 저 새끼 죽은 다음만 생각해. 그럼
Cool.
공격이 더 매서워지거든.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
Nice. We also have Butler Faust just for a little bit of sanity to either Sinclair or Wingbeat, depending on the situation at hand. She's nice to have as like a support passive, and she's not someone we're using on this team, so we could safely get away with it, right?
주인님이 도착하기
Okay,
전까지
here we go.
끝내자.
This is where the real fun
나는
starts.
불도 지피고 음식도 준비하고 맞이할 준비를
You
해야
clash
하니까.
that. Otherwise, let's just be funny. Yeah. Shh. Let's be very funny. Wingbeat this.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
See how well this goes, right? We're clashing with Blazing Strike simply because, like, it's Blazing Strike. Of course we want to clash with it. It's not going to be the strongest because, you know, you don't have a lot of burn or something, anything like that. But it still easily takes care of that.
싫어하는 음식이 뭐였는지 정확히 간파했네. 빠르게 칠하도록.
And this is 3 coin expend knowledge. Cool. Vibrating compression, gonna do some good damage. We get the 4 coin, nice. Got tails in the last one, but that didn't make too big of a difference. Okay, now we've got the 15 sandy Wingbeat coming your way. Okay, 2 coins. Well, we tried. Did we expect?
제가 만약 도시에서 야구 선수가 되어 홈런을 날렸더라면 이런 기분이지 않았을까 싶어요.
We can probably just auto damage and win here. If I had to, you know, guess. We'll just attack you normally, though. Why not? Right, why not? We get the 2 coin Fierce Charge, we get the 4 coin Flashing Strike. We trigger Gluttony, which does comically little for us because we're never going to be at max HP, so we're never going to get the actual, you know, damage benefits. Instead, we're only ever going to get healing, even though we physically can't use the healing on you right now. So there's a little bit of anti-synergy there, but it's the Wingbeat passive, which I'm not too concerned with, you know, fulfilling to the fullest. We get Commemorative Coin now, good stuff. Good stuff, random EO gift. Skeletal Crumbs, cool. Let's go burn, why not? Oh right, we need to stop this music. If I had like a little bit less brain power at the current time, I could have genuinely gone several minutes before turning that off. It was just kind of like, it just felt right. Do we skill 2 to skill 3 you? Not exactly what we're looking for, I guess. So no. Oh, there's, okay. There's Faith. I'll take it. We could do an Otis skill change. I want to gamble, though. And we'll just take an Otis skill change. I was going to gamble for Yizong or something like that, but we'll just take another Otis skill, too. That's good. More damage, cool. Do we want a Illusory Hunt? Maybe. I mean, this isn't great for us. And we can just sell this. And then let's grab Illusory Hunt just for more damage for like the boss and stuff. Which boss is it? Okay, that's Bull. Okay. Well, we've got your Bull's own coins, so we can kill it. Give me NDA, please. You got this? Cool. That's more damage. Because, you know, we needed a little more damage, I think. We didn't have enough yet. We love damage. And this is going to be mostly Wrath Pecatula, potentially only Wrath? Yeah. Because Bloodlust Gloom is what Wrath Pecatula are weak to. Let's use the Stigmatize, why not? Sure, send that. Seems good. Maybe we should have had Ishmael try to clash since their sanity's low from the wing beating. But I'm not that bothered.
나쁘지 않군.
걸려라. 제대로 찝었군. 좋아, 알맞게 먼지 덩어리를 털어냈네. 그러니까 이제 광을 내볼 차례겠지.
새겨드리죠.
And Stigmatized Clash wasn't enough to get you 2 ego, but that's fine. It be like that sometimes. Expend some knowledge. Cool. I'm really excited to see what what the Merso ID's gimmick is gonna be. I think DHE is my favorite association at this point, just because they're really fun. Alright, Faith. I was like, why did you gain more sanity? But no, it's Faith. That makes sense. Well, we should be able to kill these two without too much hassle. Cool. Because I like DHE Rodion a lot, I like DHE Honglu a lot. DHE Yisung just feels like a worse Rodion, but his discard stuff is different, I guess. To a degree, since he discards with low skills instead of high skills, that sort of thing, similar to Honglu. I don't know. We'll just see how they go about doing it. I feel like since he's the director of the association, they could definitely get away with giving him something fairly unique. I'd like it if they gave him something fairly unique. I'm still kind of salty about, you know, the fact that Liu Rodion had like nothing unique and was just another burn ID. Shh. When I don't think every group wants like a Bladelineage Merso type ID. I think that's boring. If every association were to have someone who's like just like the captain and just buffs them all a lot. But I feel like the direction stuff should have at least, you know, unique things here and there. But once again, it is associations, and associations do kind of like have one gimmick and just stick to it. They're kind of supposed to be like fairly straightforward for most stat effect stuff, I feel like, or for some stat effect stuff. But at the same time, DHE is by default a much more complex association than most, simply because of their weird discard insight stuff. I don't know. Hard to say, I guess. Well, we get some events, and we'll go into that elite encounter, because why not? Okay, we get Ashes to Ashes, riveting. Give it to me. Another event. Sure. We'll take painkillers. Cost someone some sanity. You got this. We should just send like base Gregor in or something, because you can fail this and still get it. And it's probably better than you losing a bunch of SP on someone for very little benefit. Well, lead encounter time. Lead encounter on burn floor, but you know, there's like no enemies that inflict burn. So yeah, it's just these guys. Wow, it's these guys, but these guys sure do have burn. Okay, let's stigmatize. Let's try seeing if we can make it so that you have high enough sanity. Next fight, hopefully. I guess if we want to do that, we want you to just not do anything, right? I don't know. We'll see. You either will or you won't have enough sanity immediately. if nothing else, like, we do have faith working for us, so if we can just kill all these guys in next turn, we should be set, basically guaranteed.
그림은 완성.
And we're going for a lot of skill 2s and stuff here, so I kind of can't tell if how many of these guys are dying, but, like,
저것들 너덜너덜하잖아.
yeah, not looking great
정신 못 차리는 놈
for
대가리
killing this
떨어지게.
turn. That's fine.
가자.
We'll do good damage, at least. We'll just have to rely on, like, a second turn ego against the bull. Which I was expecting, so, not the biggest deal.
예사롭지가
Okay, nice kill.
아주 작살을 내놓는다.
그림은
I
완성.
guess once that blade is mass attacking, so that's good at least. And it's just you three left who we can just kill you all this turn. Cool.
잘 들어. 아픈 거 생각하지 말고
점
저
찍었네.
새끼 죽은 다음만
Sure thing.
망설이면
공격이 더
Yeah, but Sinclair loses 10 sandy, so he's gonna be at 35 start of the next fight, which isn't enough to ego.
완성되었나?
That's okay.
이제야 완성되었나?
Alright. That's the end of the floor, so we can get to our shop. We can finally upgrade Wound Declare to ++, that sort of stuff. All we really want in this shop is another good skill change to give me some cost. Just ideally, one of the people we haven't changed skills of before, and someone who wants, you know, a non-skill 1 skill. Which kind of lowers our possibilities for what we're looking for pretty significantly. You've already got an additional skill 2. You need skill 1s, which we can't give you more of, unfortunately. There we go, Yusung. Alright. Sounds good, and we'll sell some stuff here. Plenty of these Yu gifts we can fairly easily live without, I think. That's kind of, eh. We don't need Painkiller. We don't need Today's Expression. We don't need Ashes to Ashes. We definitely don't need Voodoo Doll. And, oh yeah, we also... It's Bowl, so we're not going to be able to trigger this ever. Oh, we could have grabbed Contract there, that's fine. I guess we don't really need it. Just could have been funny. And I guess we'll upgrade this stuff randomly for the fun of it. Sure. It's letting us upgrade this stuff a lot more than I was expecting, and we still have enough to heal everyone up a little bit. Cool. Instrument went over half, but she's gonna go back below half after as soon as we get into this fight because of our resolution works, I believe. Yeah, cool. Oh, you managed to ego me. Oh yeah, that's right, because we healed everyone. Okay. I kind of forget that that is something you can just do if you want to. Okay, you can't clash and all though. That's a little unfortunate. Did we try this? I think we try this, yeah. Okay. That's unfortunate, but you are at 3 inside, so that's fine. Okay. 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 Not much else to say beyond just okay. Shh. Hey, cool.
걸려라.
Get some tremor going, I guess,
좋아. 알맞게 먼지 덩어리를 털어냈네.
for the sake of the bit. We double up the fierce charge, so that's pretty cool. We can Sunset Blade here. That'll probably work pretty well. You can't clash this, that's fine. We pull out Wing Beat here, I think, potentially. Wing Beat that, maybe? It's something. You got this, you got this. Okay.
점 찍었네.
Whoops. And let's see if we get lucky. We haven't really had any good wing beats yet. Okay, 3 coin. That's fine. It's not really, you know, good, but that's how it goes. Wing beat's super luck reliant. It's the gambling ego. Really is. Nice. Now we get the Sanguine Pointillism. And guess what? You thought 1 was pretty cool. We're doing it again.
뭐야?
And yeah, we can just one-side you to death now, I think. Yeah, you don't really stand a chance of doing like anything at this point. So yeah, I think you do just die. Blazing Strike. Bonk. 250 damage, nice. Love to see it. I love to see it so much that I'm gonna see it again, in fact. Look at that. What a triumph is that. And then finish off with an additional coin from Flashing Strike. Pretty cool.
걸작을 자아냈나.
The artistic tour de force.
어떤 평가를
True.
내려주실지 흥분이 가시지 않는구려.
Sure is the coin reuse tour de force, as you could say. Don't know why you would say it, because it's not like a funny joke in the slightest, but you could say it. It's a possibility. But coin reuse IDs are always so fun to use because it's so satisfying to just get more coins. Really simple as that. It's just, you know, like triggers, you know, activates the neurons in your brain, right? As they say. Okay, 9 shard kind of day. Is it a 9 shard kind of day? 6 shard kind of day. What does it become, a 9 shard kind of day? Or do we get a lucky 21 shard kind of day? No, 9 shard kind of day. Fair enough. That's fine, but yeah, I'm doing pretty good on Merso shards. Not too many Ryoshi shards, but you know, I've got 1,000 thread right now. I've got a couple boxes, so I think I'm fine. Either way. And give me a couple more boxes. Excellent. We love boxes. But, yeah. Felt like doing this because I was thinking about DHE Honglu and, you know, coin reuse in general. Wondering if, you know, maybe some of Merso's stuff is coin reuse. I don't know, because it's got, you know, like 2 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin. But maybe all his skills are going to be single coin, unless he's at 3 insight, in which case they're going to all gain coins. Hopefully not. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!